everyone and anyone, this is Kaylee, and I just wanted to make this reference video, mostly for me, but if anyone else finds some use in this, that would be wonderful. This is just a video of me putting the lid back on this GameCube. Now, I'm going to start over here with the hard part, that's just the hinge with the spring. So, okay, we're going to start with this part here, this black piece with the curved edge here. Now you're going to take this spring, put it on that little post there, and secure it in like that. Put your finger on it, and just sort of, don't compress the spring at all, just sort of set it. This is going to be hard to see, but hopefully you can see me once I do this. Just going to sort of set it into the spot like that. You can see that the curved end of the spring is over on this side. There is a little notch on the lid that it sits very nicely into. And you don't want it compressed at all. It's good to just leave it nice and not compressed so you're not fighting with it. Okay, then you take this little gear here. Okay, this end of the gear right here will face the back of the GameCube. So you do just want to stick that in there, and the teeth of the gear will line up with the teeth of the lid. Okay. So that's just sort of how it sits right there. It does just sit in there very nicely without any compression or anything. But the part where you need to put the screw in, that's when you compress the spring. So you need to pull this piece down this way. Now you should see on the piece 3 holes. There are 2 posts in the top of the GameCube and obviously a screw hole. Now the middle hole should match up with the screw hole. I need to use my other hand. The middle hole should match up with the screw hole. The middle hole, and then the 2 posts. That's pretty good. If you wiggle it a little bit, it should match up pretty well. Now, if you add the screw, you can have it tight a little bit so it doesn't go flying, but you can still maneuver it around so it fits correctly. So let me do that. Okay, so it's not tightened all the way in, but you can see there's a screw hole that's lined up correctly, obviously, because there's a screw in there. And if I maneuver this around a little, there's that post, and that needs pushed in a little, so that, okay, so that is lined up also. So you heard a little pop. That was a good pop. Oh, it came undone. There we go. So that's lined up correctly. And it's good to just hold it down and screw that all the way in. And make sure the posts are correctly aligned before you screw it all in, or else you could break a post, or that's just not very good. Oh, and my bit came out of my screwdriver. Okay, now for the other side. This is the easy side. I'm sure you could do this side first if you prefer, but I just like getting the hard stuff out of the way, and it doesn't really matter. So you do just have to, see, I'm going to pick up the GameCube, line up this post right here into the hole on the lid. See, I just did that. And also, you'll know it fits correctly because these 2 holes on the black fitting will line up correctly with the posts. Okay, and then you'll also see the same thing on the other side, a hole in the center for the screw. Okay, so then you just add the screw. And then you tighten it all up. Also making sure that everything's lining up correctly so you're not breaking any posts. And everything is all hunky-dory. Alright, and if you've done everything correctly and the spring is properly seated here, the lid should just open on its own like normal. Unless you have the release mechanism installed, then you click the button and then it opens like a GameCube normally would. Alright, and thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.